According to our commander-in-chief, where is it?
I don't think we have a commander-in-chief. We have a prime minister.
I say nothing.
All right, guys. Sorry for opening up that rabbit hole. Let's actually talk about the article. So here's this article here. Prime Minister Kamala Prasad on Public Administration and Artificial Intelligence, AI Minister Dominic Smith, shared the concerns of Archbishop Charles Jason Gordon about the need to protect children from the dangers of social media. Prasad Bisasa said government may be willing to consider a social media ban for children under 12 years old. That's all I have to say. That's all there. It kind of stemmed from the Archbishop saying that is children on social media, they are very distracted, whatever the case is, bad stuff. Basically, bad stuff happens from children being on social media, and the Archbishop said that. So in response, they had to say something. And, I will take front on this one now. This is impossible. You cannot ban all children under 12 from social media because, one, how will you know that they're under 12? There is no distinctive characteristic of any child until the age of 16 in Trinidad and Tobago, which is when you could get an ID card. So there's no way that you could verify, validate, or even do background checks to determine if a social media account is under 12. Two, no big social media company is going to consider 1.5 million people and say, yeah, we're going to do like what we did in Australia, and we're going to make a custom-made app or some kind of thing like that and put in our own code, do our own checks, do our own quality assurance, just so that Trinidad and Tobago can't have a 12-year-old on social media. And three, is the parents' responsibility. Stop taking it away from the parents and throw it on them, because they need to understand that social media is something that you have to manage, just like how you manage your child walking the street, traveling, watching TV, all them kind of things. You have to manage that.
People don't manage a child.
Clip that. Yeah. Because if you keep thinking that, if the world keeps thinking that as a government or as a whatever, you could put these bans and that will help the society, you kind of miss the point of parenting, which is the most important part of how a child actually grows up. And social media is not for the government to manage. Social media is for the parents to manage. But in order for parents to manage it, they have to be educated about the ills of it. But do they even care? That is my hot take. Go ahead, anybody.
Yeah, and I mean, continue that last part of it. Say it have a lot of parents that probably don't care. Either don't care or they're ignorant to what exactly is going on social media. You know, it's a lot of people that fall in those two brackets. And how you, like, a lot of parents that probably even not just social media, other areas in parenting that are not up to scratch on, like real basic stuff. So social media is just like a whole different ball game that, you know, you just add into it. Then it have parents who really on the ball in a lot of other aspects, but just
not me on that.
The technology side of it, yeah, the children go run rings around them.
What do you think, Michaela?
I think the Prime Minister's statement was just performative. because we all know that you literally cannot implement that. Yes, Australia is trying to implement it at the moment.
And failing badly, as far you could check everything.
Exactly, like the children have literally said, no, we're still on social media.
Yeah.
So we're still here. Literally. So I genuinely think that the statement was just performative, because there was, you see how short the article is? The article about like 3 lines. It was just performative. If you don't have plenty to say, you just don't say it to begin with.
Yeah, it's correct. Here's my example. It is incumbent on every parent to make sure that your child does not jump in your vehicle and drive off before they have their license, right? No.
I have a story to tell all about after.
Right. Most parents, if you go and ask them if their child mad enough to go and take their vehicle and drive off, they will say no, because I put certain things in place and it is known and it is understood and all them kind of things. That's one example where I could show that, okay, a parent knows a child driving a car is dangerous and they could get an accident, they could cause accidents, they could do all them kind of things. And if you go and ask the average parent if that child on being social media will equate to them thieving your car and driving it, they will say no. But I would say yes. I would fully say yes, because the dangers and the ills of social media for young children, especially in their age of figuring out who they want to be and all them kind of things, it basically gonna screw with their brain to basically put them in the position of every child Disney star. When you put those, no child Disney star ever made it out. Okay, some of them made it out okay, right? Okay, but there are all of them, when you put them in that stage where from young, they are stars on shows. When they grow up, they just be like, bro, I don't even know who I am. Cue Miley Cyrus and basically all the others who have said their stories and all the different things that has go on. What social media doing is it giving these children a stage when you're not supposed to have a stage in life, boy. Like, you should not have a stage when you're that young, because you don't know how to handle popularity, being known, and how far you will go to get more followers and more people to like look at you or whatever the case is.
Yeah, so, and apart from that, we have a sinister side to it, in terms of people preying on younger children.
Yes, for sure. Preying on younger children who are showing signs of emotional insecurity. And you be like, oh, I see your posts. Your posts literally show that you want somebody to love you. Let me come and love you. And that's the, yeah, I see it like that, boy. I see it like, you ain't gonna give a child to drive a car. You can't give that child social media. You could go with the child and show them how to drive and go in some car park and say, all right, sit down on my lap and you could hold the wheel and all that kind of thing. But you ain't gonna just put them on the road, because you have to be there with them. Mm-hmm. And yeah, unless the parents get to that point, you saying you could ban social media, Michaela said, like, it's impossible, right? You just say it because you had to. But there is no way that you can, from a governmental perspective, is from a society coming upwards, is a bottom up thing that you have to do, not a top down thing. But you'll ever check the success that they're having in Australia?
I've heard stories about the children saying that, yeah, they're still here. And it's not.
And they literally posting and saying, hey, I'm under 16 and I get to post. Will Instagram be able to take down this account? And then they come back 1 week later. Hey guys, so after I posted that video of me being under 16 and posting, Instagram hasn't taken me down yet. So I'm just going to continue. That is what I'm doing in Australia. And this is a partnership with the actual companies, Instagram, Facebook, Meta, whatever it is, that they're supposed to be putting these things in place, but it's so hard to validate, it's so hard to check. And even if you geofence it or geolock it, how are you going to geolock somebody who creates their account and says that they are 16 and uploads a picture of an ID? Like, you have to have some sort of ridiculously good AI algorithm to pick up that is a fake ID or the picture is not the same picture and all kind of things. That's just real work, boy. That's just real work. And yeah, it should just be the parents. And this is from a teacher who sees children under 12 with social media accounts and not just consuming content, but posting content also. If your 7-year-old could get a phone and post content, something wrong. Like that can't be. That can't be. At 7 years old, you're supposed to be pelting a mango. Okay, not so far. That real old school. People don't pelt mango anymore. It have a hook thing that you just put it down with. But that's the extent to where it's at. I just think that, yeah, if you choose to give your child some sort of device when they're that young, manage it and manage it well. Everything that they're using, everything that they're looking at, you just manage it. Just like the TV, you manage the shows that they watch.
The thing is, the average person not doing that.
And that's where I feel sad. Because by now in 2026, everybody should have a bank account. Sorry. Everybody should have everybody should have some knowledge of technology to know that you could use it responsibly and make wise decisions with it by now. And not say, nah, not me on that technology thing. Like that was for Gen X. That was for baby boomers and Gen X. They could say, nah, not me on that technology thing. But millennial parents, you cannot be saying, nah, not me on that technology thing. Die madness. And millennial parents, they would have children
entire millennial parents that would say that.
Yeah, you can't do that way. I don't agree with a millennial parent saying, nah, not technology.
I realize you addicted. Millennial don't mean you grow up with computers, you know. It's a millennials that grow up with computers, it's a millennials that not technology.
Right,
inclined.
But they have a cell phone now.
Yeah, but some of them wouldn't know. Honestly, some of them wouldn't know how to go about doing it. You have to show them how to do certain
No,
things.
I'm not talking about implementing like monitoring apps and things. I'm talking about just knowing that this is addictive and it is clearly something that adults suffering with. So therefore, my child probably is suffering with it worse. Like it's really addictive and I need to do something about it. That is what I'm talking about. Just the knowledge of the danger that it could do to a human. You think millennials don't know that social media is addictive? And they just kind of like in it? Okay. I watch a McKellar face and I'm like, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, they're addicted to it too, so they can't really say anything.
Tell me that. Tell me you addicted to going in the comments and arguing with somebody and you love it. And because you're going in the comments and arguing with somebody, you're like, yeah, well, social media is not a problem. I just be on it all the time, arguing with people. So therefore, yeah, my child could do that too. When your child not going in the comments and arguing with people, your child posting up a picture to find some sort of attention from the opposite sex. That is, or their friend group. But eventually it reaches to the point of opposite sex because the sexual part of it, it's almost undeniable that they will be inculcated in that eventually. Cue OnlyFans. And yeah. Okay, well, thanks. We can't ban social media for under 12 and it's a parental thing. And anything else I missed out there? No, I don't think so. But the US TikTok algorithm, it's in effect. And we had real questions about what they would actually do. Well, we got some insights on when to do it. So when they go to the US, your algorithm is going to be managed by Oracle. Let's talk about that.